Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Ben Robbins from the Lost World of Movie Props. I'm here today with Tim Dry. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, thank you.
How's your day been? It's been very busy.
It's been jolly, yes.
Yeah.
A bit quiet now, but it's always quiet after lunch.
Yeah, you've had your fish and chips.
Yes, I did.
Was it? Did you have a big portion? Was it good? Did
It was huge, actually. I couldn't eat it all.
Awesome, that's
But
good.
it's fresh, Well, sort of fresh, I think.
So let's look a little bit about your career. So when did you first get into acting, and how did you get into acting?
Okay, well, I trained as a mime artist.
A mime artist, nice.
And I had two teachers. One was Desmond Jones, who got me this job.
Yeah.
And the other was Lindsay Kemp, who taught David Bowie and
wow.
Kate Bush.
Nice.
So I went to some of his workshops. And it's a very different type of mime. Lindsay's stuff is very flowy, kind of life, love and death.
Yeah.
Whereas Desmond was very hard technique.
Yeah.
And I had a duo with a lovely man called Sean Crawford, and we were called Tick and Tock, and we developed this robotic type of mime.
Yeah.
And we became very popular doing that. This is in 1980. And we got a call one day in January 82 from our mime tutor, Desmond, saying, look, I've been contacted by the producers of the new Star Wars movie, and
Nice.
they're looking for mimes to play alien creatures. Come to my school, which we did. There's about 20 of us, I think. Robert Watts was there.
Yeah.
And Desmond said, okay, do some alien acting. So we did. And
Yeah.
then a week later, he said, well, you got the job.
Oh, nice. Wow, wonderful.
So that was that. And then after Jedi, I did a horror movie called Extro, which is a sort of sci-fi horror movie.
Yeah, of course.
Is this recording all right?
Yeah,
I can't tell.
It's all
right.
recording.
Excuse me. And then Tick and Tock did a lot of TV stuff. Kenny Everett Show,
Yeah.
Three of a Kind, Royal Variety Show, tons of things,
Oh, wow,
But we
wonderful.
also made music as well, so which I wrote and played. And we released 5 singles and an album.
Nice, wonderful.
Had a top 70 single with the second single. We supported Gary Newman on his Warriors tour in '83. And we supported Ultravox and Depeche Mode, believe it or not. But actually, no, they supported us
Oh, really nice.
in
yeah.
'81 when they started off.
Yeah.
So they're little kids from Basildon, And we just worked everywhere
Yeah, of course.
for about 4 years non-stop. And then the mime thing sort of petered out. I thought, well, I want to try and get into acting, So I got myself an agent, and I ended up doing a lot of TV commercials instead of proper acting, but occasional TV and film things. But commercials were great because they paid. For the first time in my life, I was earning money. you
Yeah,
know.
wonderful.
So that was good. And I never knew that things like this existed until about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You just get on with the rest of your life, after Jedi. And then this guy contacted me and said, do you want to earn some money signing photographs? I said, photographs of what? He said, well, your character in Jedi has got his own name now. And we got posters and we got 10/8s and stuff. So we met him in a bar in Notting Hill and we made about 80 quid. I thought, wow, amazing. And then he said, do you ever do conventions? And I thought, what do you mean conventions? Just thinking businessman,
Yeah.
He said, no, there's Star Wars conventions all over the place. There's a guy called Paul Miley who does one in Basildon, Essex. And we did that one in April 2009.
Yeah.
And then it just took off. It's like word of mouth. You do one, and then you meet someone else who said, oh, have you tried contacting blah, blah. And it just built up from there, And here we are all these years later, still
of
doing
course.
it.
I mean, obviously, because you think most people just want to meet the main Star Wars characters, but Star Wars fans want to meet everyone.
Yeah.
So what's it like, obviously, your interaction with fans and meeting fans, signing pictures, and hearing how that franchise has changed their life, and you're a part of that.
It's flattering, obviously. But it is interesting that you get 3 generations coming along. So you get the dad, who might be around a bit younger than me, but his son, who's then got his son.
Yeah.
And they all love the original trilogy. It's strange.
That's crazy.
I mean,
isn't it?
I'm not a follower, so I don't watch The Mandalorian or whatever. But I did watch Rogue One. I thought that was quite good.
Wonderful.
But yeah, I'm not a fan in that respect.
Yeah.
But it's great. I love it. It's harmless,
So when you're on the Star Wars set, and obviously you got given your wardrobe because you played a nice big alien, what was it like wearing the wardrobe? Was it heavy? Was it hot? Or were you quite comfortable in it, and were you happy in it?
I wasn't comfortable, and I wasn't that happy. I mean, we all, because there were 9 mime artists who were chosen out of the 20, and so we all turned up at Elstree and were taken to the wardrobe department.
Yeah.
And that's where they had all the outfits. And it was just like, okay, well, you can be Toothface because you're quite tall.
Yeah.
And, you know, blah, blah can be Yakface or whatever. So it's really, if it fitted, that's who you were playing, you know.
Yeah.
But my costume particularly was, I've got 3 layers of clothing on. I've got a bodysuit,
Yeah.
a padded suit, and this horrible whiffy fur on top.
Yeah.
And this massive fiberglass head.
Is it fiberglass?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that keeps the heat, doesn't it?
Yeah, but he couldn't really. And also the first day it sort of wobbled every time you did try and move your head. Then they padded it and it's better.
Yeah.
But the costume was so hot. Once you were on set and it's 6 feet off the ground, so you were there for the duration, you know.
Yeah.
But you got 9 mime artists, the principal actors, you got a lot of extras. You've got the lights, you've got the smoke machine, you've got the cameras, which are big things, you know. Exactly. And you couldn't move, you know, it was ridiculous, really.
Yeah.
But the first day on the set, it was like it was real. You know, it's like walking into here. You got 4 walls, a ceiling, floor. Never seen that before. Yeah. It's not like Doctor Who when the set wobbles when you run past it, you know.
Yeah, of course. So obviously, like, what were your first impressions then of being on set? Because obviously you did commercials and stuff, and then walking onto a movie
actually, that
set.
Commercials all happened later. Walking onto a movie set, well, that was it. It was like I didn't think it was all going to be real.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be cardboard and you know, but they actually built the damn thing, you know. And then when we moved on to Jabba's sail barge, that was a real barge. Yeah. You know, albeit on stilts. But that was even more claustrophobic.
Yeah.
So really could not move at all.
So, I mean, obviously looking a bit further forward as well, you were in the Bill as well.
Yeah, for one episode.
So what was it like filming in the Bill? I mean, what was their filming techniques like compared to Star Wars? Was it very fast paced or was it slow compared?
Well, I think in the Bill there were 2 groups, A and B, so they could do 2 setups at once.
Yeah.
So I was in Group A, which was a reporter in some kind of what do you call it? You know, a meeting of people complaining about stuff. But it was very quick. I mean, you had one run through, and that was it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I only had 1 line of 3 lines of dialogue. But you know, if you were a regular, you'd have a proper run through, a read through as well.
Cool, wonderful.
I did a TV series called The 10th Kingdom, which was a cable TV. A lot of Star Wars people were in that as well, along with what's her name, Anne Margaret and Rutger Hauer.
Yeah,
and that was amazing. I mean, that was a real film, you know.
So was it like obviously a bit more of a reunion kind of thing? Because you all sort of got back together.
No,
on set
the funny thing
bit.
is when we did Jedi, we didn't really communicate with each other.
No,
partly because all the time we were in costume, you couldn't actually see or hear properly anyway. And as soon as there was a break, we'd go back to the dressing rooms.
Yeah.
You know, so we didn't hang out. There was no sort of after the filming parties or stuff. You know?
Yeah, of course. Awesome. Well, it's so great to talk to you today.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
It was just a quick little talk, so I want to let you get back to your table and meet more fans because we've still got people coming in.
Have you?
But thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that.
It's nice.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
No, it's a pleasure. You know.
Yeah. Awesome. Hopefully, are you back tomorrow or are you just today?
Just today.
Awesome. Brilliant. Well,
and of course, it'll probably be raining tomorrow and I'll be back home in London. You know.
It's so hot today, isn't it?
Anyway, good.
Awesome. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.